When I say I tried to do vegan in every different kind of way possible, I mean I tried every way possible. Hi guys, welcome to day 2 of my 100-day macro tracking challenge. My name is Alyssa and this channel is Plants and Recreation. Thank you so much for joining me again today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My channel is all about getting healthy and fit on a plant-based diet. And I have started this series. I'm going to track my macros using MyFitnessPal and the IIFYM method for 100 days. And today is day 2. Yesterday I did pretty well. Yesterday on day 1 I did pretty well. I'll show you my MyFitnessPal, the app, and how I came out. I was just under on the calories and I hit all of my macronutrients pretty closely. I hit almost all of my micronutrients, and my ratio of protein to fat to carbs was almost right on. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'll be honest, it wasn't the easiest day. There's a saying, what you eat today is what you'll crave tomorrow, and it's so true. So I know that there's going to be a few days where I will still be craving some of those more junk food type foods, like that I've been eating, bagels and bread and pizza and chips and ice cream. But the good news is I also know that give it a week or even a few days or 2 weeks and I will be craving those healthy foods again, and I will be right back on track where I was. So what I want to talk about today is all of the different things that I have tried and how I ended up here today. I have tried, I think, every single way that you can eat as a vegan. I tried starch solution, I tried raw, I tried Dr. Furman's Eat to Live. I don't have it here, but I tried the 80-10-10 diet. I read that book too. I did the 22-day revolution to support a friend of mine who was wanting to be vegan and thought that that was a good plan for her. Of course, I read Dr. Greger's How Not to Die. And there's lots of books that I have that are ebooks that I don't have here in front of me or that I have packed since we're moving. I've already put them in boxes. But the point is, I needed to experiment. I needed to find what was right for me, and some of them were big time fails. 80-10-10 did not work for me. I love being raw and eating lots of vegetables. There's a woman on YouTube, her name is Lissa. I bought her book too. I like supporting other YouTubers. She wrote a book, the 30-day Raw Food Romance 30-day meal plan. And she's got some really great recipes in here. And I've been raw for as much as 2 months at a time, and I feel great when I eat raw. I also bought Kate Fruitflower's ebook. She's got some really great recipes as well because I love eating raw. I tried several of her recipes and they were really good. But I end up missing beans, like feeling like I'm missing beans in my diet, and tofu and some cooked vegetables. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. And oatmeal, you guys, you've seen it, a lot of oatmeal. But there are a lot of people on YouTube who are very dogmatic, and they say that you have to be 100% raw, or you have to eat lots of fruit or high carb, like shove the carbs in, right? And there are other people who say starch solution is the best way to eat, and very low fat and very low protein, but very high starch and high carb. And if that works for them, that's great. But I got a little bit caught up in the, if it works for them, it must work for me. Is there something wrong with me and what I'm doing? And there's nothing wrong with me. It's just those things don't work for me. And I've come to realize that I need to do what works for me. Interestingly, I just said don't listen to other YouTubers and what they say. But I found a channel several months ago. They were called Vegan Fitness TV. Their channel name has changed a couple of times. Then they were Vegan Family TV, and then now they're Family Fizz. But they actually were eating how I felt my best eating. Lots of greens, lots of beans, lots of tofu, soy milk, oatmeal, and protein powders. And I finally felt like, oh my gosh, it's okay to be vegan and eat protein powders and lots of soy products. I always ate lots of soy products. I really like edamame and tofu. You've seen that. But for somebody to come out and say, as a vegan, they like to eat lots of those things too, and higher protein, it made me feel like not so alone, like it was okay. And they also tend to follow the same sort of ratios, higher protein, higher fat. There's still those people on YouTube that say don't eat fat, but healthy fats are really good for you. Avocados, tahini, nut butters, coconut. Those are good things that your body needs, and I was really lacking them when I was listening to what other people on YouTube were saying. So now I feel like when I added beans back in my diet, I had beans when I was raw. I sprouted beans and that was good, but I really missed the cooked beans. So adding the beans, adding the tofu, adding the cooked vegetables, which are not bad for you. Some vegetables are really good for you cooked. And knowing that there are other people out there who eat that way as well made me feel a lot better. Plus, I've come to realize that eating a lot of starch does not agree with my body. I can't eat a lot of rice. I can't eat a lot of potatoes, bread products. There's something that happens in my brain when I eat those things, and I just can't stop myself. There's like this switch that flips that says, eat more, eat more, eat more. But when I eat the higher nutrient things like the spinach and kale and the frozen vegetables and the limited amount of fruit. I like fruit, and I know fruit is really good for you, but I can't eat a ton of it. I went to the doctor and I ended up with high triglycerides, and I'm like, but all I eat is fruit. I eat a ton of fruit. And I was gaining weight and I was feeling really sluggish. And for some people, eating a lot of fruit, they feel really great. But I know that I have to eat it in more limited portions. I also know that I have to eat food in smaller portions. I know when I eat big amounts of food all at once, my stomach just can't handle it. I don't feel well. So if I eat smaller meals throughout the day, I'm not talking about 6 small meals, but I'm talking 3 or 4 meals. So a breakfast, lunch, maybe a snack, and dinner, I'll feel better than eating these giant meals where you shove the food in. It just didn't work for me. So my point is, figure out what works for you, and if this is it, please join me in this challenge. Try it out for a couple days. You don't have to do it for 100 days like I'm doing it. It's just my own personal challenge, even though I keep saying I would love it if you do it with me, and I would. But you don't have to do it for that long. Do it for a decent amount of time. See if you like it. See if it works for you. I was raw for 2 months. And I loved it. I was waking up every morning with so much energy. I had all this energy. I was feeling really great, but I missed beans and tofu. And I'm like, why am I going crazy trying to be 100% raw when beans and tofu are not that bad for you? So that is all for today. That's all I have to say on that topic. If you like this video, please like it, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe so you don't miss any of my future updates on my 100-day macro tracking challenge. I will be back tomorrow with day 3. And until then, if you'd like to see some more recipes and some more what I ate today videos, please check those out on my channel. I have several. I'm starting to create those playlists for you. And I hope you guys have a great day or night, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.